and it's ig.v versus vg.j. Bright and early morning as we get into action, and ig.v not afraid to possibly clash here. Dogfight scouting things out in the high ground, but following up is going to be super. Telekinesis there. They're trying to get the early first blood onto Freeze. A snowball will come out from FY, and now they're going to move it on forward. Packing up aggressive for the fight. They're going to take it right back to him and drop down super. Now
Crush,
a turnaround Monster Crush comes out. And welcome to the first game
They're so
of
slow.
vg.j versus IG.
They
Can they get a hold of him?
him?
Little Fenrir's going to make it out. In July, though, gets off the crush, but ultimately he should be going down. They need a bit more, and they'll get it with a snowball. Freeze hates a shot, walks away, considering he has no blue bar. It's fine. FY tries to sidestep here. I don't know if he's going to find any way out of deny. Nice. Golem comes up and hits him with a right hook and says, I'll do it. Everybody on the team on board with this game plan.
Everybody's like, let's go around this way. Oh, no, let's go around this way.
Oh,
yeah,
but is it predictable? Look who's going to be on the high ground, possibly. Oh, they don't know. Aggressive is actually moving in for the Ancients. They spot the little cowboy bear, and they take him apart.
Three-man stop by ROTK, though.
Yeah, but it might be too late. They already lost most of their firepower, but Freeze does show up now to help supplement that. They are going to get the takedown of Dogfights, but the follow-up stuns there from In July. On the other side, Sakata going to get blasted apart. Dogfights now. Moves in close enough to get the vision for the Fenrir setup. It could be easy track money and jump and play. FY wants to save his partner in crime, puts him inside the snowball, pulls him back, but I don't think he'll be making it out from there. He ends up getting dropped. The Omni-Slash will fly out.
Paparazzi's going to die as well.
Mild damage, though. It's mitigated easily between him, and now Paparazzi puts himself into a bit of trouble, and he is done for here. Another significant, heavy-handed fight for Vici.
ig.v. This one feels like a little bit of a...
Desperate,
but they...
Yeah, but heading into the high ground of Vici, they're going to see him. They will be able to spot little Fenrir here, but aggressive, the bad bear next to him, looking to go for one more slash, and the finish onto Slardar on the other front. Dogfights hit from the uppercut here. Snowball back in. Can Sakata be able to get the finish? He will be able to bring down a little silencer, but Freeze still around, pops out a slight, jumping in aggressive, gets one last slap and a finish on the poor little Dogfights. Re-engagement now. The jump from ROTK gets the crush, and Sakata's gone. They will be able to bring down aggressive here, but at what cost? Paparazzi's life could be at stake. Oh, the shard's not quite there to block, but they have him surrounded, and they have him finished. Bear up into the high ground to hit the tower. And
he's just going to have to get a couple. Get a jump on Sakata, though, with the global coming out. Sakata, oh no, he doesn't get the BKB up. He doesn't have buyback.
Oh man, just with the overcommitment to the investment and unfortunately not keeping it tabs on his positioning, it's vg.j who spot out the opportunity and fully capitalized on it. Counterplay, though, decent crush. IG need a lot, though, to fend off VG, so they can't follow through with this huge hit inside the base, but it looks like they are going to be able to get the takedown of a tier 3. Oh, IG, just, you can't cross the yellow line, all right? You're going to get punished for it, and they did. Now looking to go for a bit more. vg.j, maybe hoping for a full set of closure here. Popping the Shrines, Paparazzi in the mix with a full Blade Fury. Now pops the Manta, goes into Omni. Can they get the burst firepower? They will be able to take down FY. Still, they'll need 30 seconds if they want more damage done, but it looks like it's not going to be enough.
Oh, nice play by Freeze there. Dodges the crush and also cleans up Paparazzi.
Nice grab, and they'll get the Rubik takedown. A buyback's forced out, but it's the lone defender in Slardar. Vici double back, will get the finish on the Rex here, it looks like.
963 gold for In July. Just
here, Vici kind of being scouted a bit from Dogfights. Aggressive. Oh my God. Namesake as he goes in deep to go for Paparazzi. They commit in the global, but Sakata steps up to play, hits up the Requiem for the high ground, and Vici have to step off a bit. They pop their pipe, they pop their greaves, and they pop the hell out of that bounty hunter. But now they go back in for more. FY leads it off with a leading in uppercut, but In July,
crush off the mark again. ROTK with 3-man stun.
3-man crush comes down from the king. And now with a flyout from IG's Omni-Slash, they're not scratching at the surface of Vici whatsoever. Paparazzi, a man on the run, but he's not going to be able to make it away. It's over. Oh man, ROTK. An emphatic statement to close out game number 1. And they take it.
A rotation there soon. First, he throws the Ion Shell onto Dogfights, though, so he can put some aggression onto ROTK here. ROTK actually eats the stun, taking a good amount of damage here. ROTK.
Body block, body block,
he's
body
dead.
block. Smell my Sand King bottom.
Will they be able to with the snowball coming up? FY saving it as long as possible. Dodges the stun as well. FY.
Damn.
He's got Arcane Rune as well. He should have Ice Shards coming up in a second. Gets another trap.
All worth it now. What rotation power coming out.
Whenever he uses that, that's vg.j's time to just go time.
Yeah, Blink Epi Lifestealer Bomb is by far the biggest weapon that IG have. And now without the fear of Dogfights nearby, go Dogfights. burrows in, eats some shots. Tier 3 will end up going down. And vg seeing if they can grab a hold of any scraps here. In July moves within the trees, and they're going to make their jump. There is a counter static storm that is going to be coming out and allow them to get the finish on ROTK, but so much damage is firing out from Aggressive that they should be able to get the finish on not just Sakata, but they'll take down Dogfights too. They're moving on.
Here we go.
And they're going to have
to get the wraparound here. FY. Fenrir is going to be the one to get grabbed up.
Yep.
And he bursted FY. Does he even get the snowball? He's not able to get it in time, though. He gets hit by the Sunstrike, too, and he should be brought down quite easily here as well. Kinetic field a little bit off the mark.
Are FY going to make it out? Yes.
Oh, man, he actually gets out with the Stampede. Nope, he gets laid up. 48 seconds on the Tinker. Global is back online, but will vg want to fight this? Is Meta back up?
It's taken him a while to bring it down with Paparazzi dancing within and out of the pit. Now Metamorph running into action. Aggressive is going to get hit with the stuns. Now pops his BKB and turns back with the right-click Roche. Helping up from behind. Sunders onto Sakata and brings him low. Vacuum wall counterplay going to be there, but is it going to be enough for IG, or is the damage already going to be done? They turn back, looking to go for Aggressive. Rolling forward is going to be FY looking to assist. They can't seem to bring down Aggressive. They'll finally get him down, only after he gets the double kill to take a fight in the mid before he can show up.
Fenrir's like, I'll tank the gank.
I do it. It's my service to the team. But they stampede.
They do want to go for this engagement.
They want to fight. Injulight runs right towards the high ground and towards the open arms of VG, but now the rest of IG are going to be able to show up. Vacuum wall right on the staircase above. Aggressive tries to move the low ground, but he gets hit with a deafening blast back. Now Dogfight shows up with the Epi and the team fight here. FY very low. Him and Aggressive slowly try to walk their way back, but they're going to be able to get the catch. Freeze goes down to the power of Sakata and Disruptor, and it's just going to be all IG all day on this one as they wipe the floor with 5. Aggressive doing everything he can to try to stay alive, but he goes down. Sakata with a double kill. This fight is all IG. Roche is up, but they are going down the mid lane.
It almost looked like they didn't really want to fight. They put Fenrir on the low ground. I guess they were expecting to take the fight onto the high ground, but a great wraparound coming out from IGV just completely catches VG off guard. It looked like Fenrir kind of knew, but he didn't. I guess he was positioning himself on the opposite side, gets picked off, and then they still try to go for the engagement. Yep. Paparazzi with a beautiful combo, pretty much killing ROTK, burning lots of the mana on the fight. Then Dogfights with a nice epicenter to follow up, just very, very.
And they're going right in. I don't know if IG are ready for this one. They stampede and hit the global, and that means that Lifestealer can't pop out of Dogfights on this one. They're going to be connecting with a nice little tornado play, but Aggressive looking to go for the finish. Can't quite get it on there. As Injulight will get dropped, Dogfights takes his package out the other side. Now a return fire comes out. Paparazzi and Super isolate a hold of Aggressive here, trying to drop down the static storm, but RTK jumps in, gets off the two-man stomp. And FY and company have to back on out. Paparazzi able to get the finish. ROTK can't quite run away. They catch him with a tornado. And they'll get him with one last right click. Double kill for Paparazzi.
Just because of how much of a deficit that they're at right.
Do not want to let this go. Tornado EMP is going to force out a BKB at will. And now they're going to be forced to fight also on top of it with the help of the global. Can they get the burst to finish up Paparazzi here? At least get the Aegis down. They can't quite get it. Oh, IG are going to be able to turn back with a static storm and a burrow coming out from Dogfights, but they will be able to burst down the Sand King. ROTK also goes down. Sunder there for Sakata brings him pretty damn low, but Aggressive gets thrown up in the air and down to his Sunstrike. He does manage to get the first initial burst and finish on the Darks here, but eventually IG will be able to turn around and chomp him to bits. He's out of this one without a buyback, and that could be Vici throwing in the towel. Freeze is the last man standing for this defense. A buyback forced out just for IG to try to close this one out, and they'll get it, and they have earned their game 3.
Coordinated team fights coming out from IGV, very disciplined.
The levels will allow a bit more distance, a little more firepower, and potential bottom lane. Early roll in from Dogfights with a Blade Fury on top of it. Will they have enough firepower to get the finish on ROTK? And they do
get him.
Fog, that's the 3rd game straight. ROTK has handed over first blood.
For Sakata here, they will spot the creep. He's going to probably steal it here. Will they be able to get Sakata as well with the lift? He actually is able to get him. Aggressive with the Eclipse, and Sakata's dropped down for sure.
Boom, boom, boom. Even his own Centaurs kind of creeping up and above.
Look at FY going for these like solo pressure onto Sakata.
Stampede right through him, FY.
He wants
He will! He's actually looking to go for the solo pit.
He's got the shrapnel as well!
He got it! FY! Comes back into action here, gets it done, and says, see you later, nerds. I will take your sniper kill and walk away. And Aggressive's nearby.
Might be where they're
heads to the high ground, though.
Here.
Heads to the high ground, and they're going to see the approach. Or will they? Jump in, beautiful two-man.
The force step from Freeze instantly onto Aggressive, bringing him out of the Static Storm. ROTK carding it though, they're gonna be brought down by the Omni Slash, it looks like, or will they? Aggressive surviving, Fenrir with the Magnetize coming out, Paparazzi, IG they're starting to escape, they're trying to get away, but it doesn't seem like they're gonna be able to. Vici turning this one around quickly. Everyone being brought down, Dogfights able to nope. 3 people down.
But look at that, you take our shrine, we'll take yours. But Aggressive does manage to TP in as Paparazzi spins his way out, hiding under that Shadow Blade. They drop the sentry, and they'll see him now. Oh, FY not able to get close enough for the telekinesis, but Fenrir will meet him, gets him with the global, and it looks like they may be able to get the burst. Yes, they will. And I doubt IG are going to choose through the buyback. They're going to start dishing out shrapnels. They got to burst through this wave, kicking stones, doing whatever they can, but they're going to see if they can head off with a strong fight right before the Jug does come back.
Snowball, though, to dodge the stun.
Super deep in. Can they go for the finish? The Disruptor will go down. The Jug's about to make his return. Sakata hides deep within inside the confines of his own home to avoid the Eclipse coming in from Aggressive. You only get the one name. Paparazzi's back. They're really desperate to try to take this tier 3, but the glyph comes out. Dogfight's really low. One more glaive could do it. Can't quite catch him. He's going to be able to pop the shrine. Re-engagement comes out from In July. Burst Fish looking to go for the grab onto Aggressive, and they get it done. IG are holding their base, keeping them back, and they're going to go for a full 5-man wipe and get it. IG hold. They're going to think they're totally good. They're going to think they're good, but IG are coming from the low ground. Will they spot him? Will they spot him?
They've got FY grabbed.
Oh, they try to jump in. Immediate snowball from Fenrir to dodge it. And now they look to turn it back. Lift up, pull down, Wallace punch. Can they go for the burst on the Paparazzi? They can't get it. He ends up getting the shards and they spin away. Aggressive pops out the Eclipse in his BKB as they make chase to go for ig.v. Can they make it out in time? Stealing a hold of the Static Storm here.
3-man stun from Dogfights. The Sniper's getting to blow him up now.
Turnaround now. They drop the Static Storm. It does silence ig.v, but they get a huge connection at the start of this one.
Sakata's doing work in the back lines.
But they do get to grab the Paparazzi, but he manages to get the Omni Slash off, and it blasts right through ROTK, and now Vici have to squaddle out of this one.
They've got 2 minutes left on it. They want to force the pressure, at least with this, because Sakata can just sit in the backs, peeping at the tower like this.
Paparazzi out in front for this one. Vici need to hold if they want to stay alive in DAC.
FY gets the lifts onto Sakata, gets the Omni Slash as well.
But as he pops out, they're going to be able to dish out the Eclipse right now. Sakata able to make it back. He's living, and they can't get the finish. IG turn it back onto Aggressive. They're going to be able to take him down. He does have to buy back here in what could be the final hurrah. If Vici can't keep IG backing away, they are going to be able to get the possible catch for Paparazzi, but not quite yet. Fenrir, snowball, move forward. Paparazzi finishes him off, and then finally they lose the Aegis on the back end side. Not able to get the finish for Dogfights. Vici, they have smoked up from the side of IG, and they are migrating their way. So close yet so far. Vici have already dived through the mid lane, and that's when Injulai makes his jump. They are going to try to counter with a silence, but they've already hit their mark and quickly burst down Fenrir. Dogfights rolls away.
Global was expended.
No Static Storm was used, and they're going to probably try to use it all right now. A jump for ROTK. Yeah, and that was an Omni Slash committed. Now Paparazzi trying to Blade Fury back on out as they hold their side. Dogfights, woo! FY slides right past, avoiding Dogfights on that one. Dishes out his own Blade Fury spin, but he eats too much right-click damage. It's Sakata, the little damaging turn from the high ground, putting in the work, getting the finishes. They're going to blast through ROTK.
Gets melted.
Aggressive trapped inside. They
Aggressive doesn't have buyback. That's game.
Did he make a purchase?
He finished his Moonshard, he ate it.
Because here comes IG right inside, using the pressure in from the mid lane. And there's no buyback coming out from the Luna, says IG here. I don't know how much they're reading into the situation, but that tier 3 is now down.
And they're sieging, they're going on to RTK, doesn't have both, he gets broken again.
Immediately taken out, no chance to even get the borrowed time.
The break into the silence is just doing so much work.
With only 3, and none of them doing a wealth of damage on this one. It looks like IG may have been able to survive and pull this game back and move on to the next round. Can Vici withstand and hold? No, it is going to be a takedown of FY out for 80 seconds. Rax is exposed, the game has been called.
Oh my god, the comeback from ig.v. Oh my goodness, slight miscalculation maybe by Aggressive on his buyback, but beautifully executed from ig.v. Honestly, like Dogfights, In July, these two